My husband has been sabotaging my promotion chances for 2 years, and when I finally found out why, it destroyed everything. I work in pharmaceutical sales, been busting my ass at Riverside Medical for 6 years now. Derek's a high school teacher, makes decent money, but I've always been the primary breadwinner. We've been married for 9 years. No kids yet, but we've been talking about starting to try next year once I make regional manager. That promotion has been dangling in front of me like a carrot for 2 years now. I've been up for it 3 separate times. Each time my boss Paul would tell me I was the front runner. Each time someone else got it. The last time was 8 months ago when they gave it to Tom, a guy who'd been there half as long as me and had worse numbers across the board. I started doubting myself. Maybe I wasn't as good as I thought. Derek was so supportive through it all. He'd make my favorite dinners after the rejections. Tell me, Paul didn't know what he was doing. Suggest maybe it was time to look for opportunities elsewhere, but that I should wait for the right moment. He was my rock through the whole thing. Last Tuesday, I was working from home when an email popped up from Derek's mom, Patricia. Subject line says, the Mark situation. I'm confused because we don't know anyone named Mark. I open it, thinking it's a mistake. Patricia is replying to an email Derek sent her 3 days ago. Don't worry, sweetheart. You did the right thing. Mark needs you home more anyway, and once the baby comes, she'll understand why you had to intervene. Women can't do these high-pressure jobs and be good mothers. Trust me. I raised 3 kids while your father worked. She'll thank you someday. I scroll down to Derek's original message. My hands start shaking so bad I almost drop my laptop. He'd been emailing my boss, Paul, for 2 years, pretending to be concerned about my mental health, telling Paul I was having breakdowns at home, that I'd been making mistakes, missing important details. He was worried about my handling more responsibility. He'd even sent Paul a fake email from my therapist. A therapist I don't have because I'm not in therapy, but it gets so much worse. Derek had befriended Paul at a company barbecue 3 years ago. They'd started playing golf together, having beers. Paul trusted him. So when Derek started expressing these concerns, Paul believed every word. He'd been passing me over for promotion to protect me from stress I wasn't even experiencing. I sat there reading email after email. Derek is coaching Paul on how to gently manage me, suggesting he give me easier accounts. I recommend that he avoid putting too much on my plate, all while telling me to my face that Paul was an idiot who couldn't see my value. I called Paul immediately. He's shocked, embarrassed, and keeps apologizing. He forwards me everything Derek sent him over the years, dozens of messages. It's a complete character assassination disguised as loving concern. Paul admits he should have talked to me directly, but Derek had been so convincing, so worried, such a devoted husband looking out for his wife's well-being. Paul had even given Derek advice on how to support me through my supposed struggles. That night, Derek comes home from school like nothing's wrong. I'm sitting at the kitchen table with my laptop open, showing all the emails. His face goes white, then he starts crying, actually sobbing, saying he did it because he loves me, that his mom raised him and his siblings just fine while his dad worked. He wanted that for our family. If I were made regional manager, I'd be traveling 3 days a week. How could we start a family with me gone that much? I haven't even agreed to have kids yet. We'd been discussing it, just discussing. He admits he'd been planning this since I first got put up for the promotion. He saw how many hours the regional managers worked, saw how much they traveled, decided he wanted a traditional family structure, and this was the only way to make it happen. For 2 years, he'd been making decisions about my entire future without telling me, lying to my face every single day, destroying my professional reputation with my boss, all because he decided what kind of life we should have without ever actually asking me if I wanted it. His mom has called me 6 times since then, telling me I'm overreacting, that Derek was thinking of our future children, that I should be grateful he cares so much about family values. His dad called too, said I'm being dramatic, and that this is just how marriage works. Someone has to make the hard choices. I'm staying at my friend Rachel's apartment. Derek keeps texting that we need to talk. He'll explain everything better. Marriage is about compromise and sacrifice. But here's the thing that makes this irredeemable. Paul told me yesterday that the current regional manager is retiring in 3 months. He wants to offer me the position. Full salary, full benefits, everything I've worked for. But now I'm sitting here wondering if I can even accept it, because taking this job means my husband already proved he'll burn my life down the moment my success threatens his vision of our future.